Just stop. Just stop it. Stop. No. Just stop it.
A few moments later.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.
Oh boy, the internet. The internet is literally unmatched. You know, usually I would have something funny to say. Usually I would probably bust out. See, if I was going back to my roots, I would probably be dying, laughing, screaming in this mic, just going like, what's going on with gamers? But honestly, it doesn't surprise me at this point. It really doesn't. Now, it's funny when guys like me get on this microphone and tell you the common sense approach and give you an example of what more likely is going to happen in the future, especially involving characters like this. People say you don't know what you're talking about. People say you're the worst addition to shows, and they call you X amount of things in the book. Well, now dudes are going to now people are showing their true colors, and they're looking even more silly when it comes to this. It's one thing to claim you're against something. It's another to try and push an agenda for the sake of attention. Dudes want to boycott the Avengers game. Now, first of all, let's address something real quick. Because last time I checked, there was only a small amount of people, especially in this community, that were really talking about the game last time I checked, right? Remember, not everybody was talking about Avengers. Everybody who was even talking positive, especially me, who was talking positive about the Avengers game, was being looked at like, oh, that game looks like it's trash. It doesn't look that good. Now, all of a sudden, you guys are big Avengers fans. You don't say. Interesting. But anyway, get back to the topic here. So dudes want to boycott the Avengers game because of Spider-Man being exclusive to the PlayStation 4 version. Let me tell you guys something. Sony owns rights to the character. They own some type of right to the character where they have a say-so. Now, I'm pretty sure Sony had to pay out of pocket to make up for some cash that it could have made on the Xbox version. But you know what's funny? Sony does not care. Why? Because Spider-Man sells itself. And you know what's funny about this? This is actually a smart way of getting Spider-Man advertised even more going into Miles Morales. You don't think Sony saw this as a golden opportunity? But it's funny. I mentioned that this was going to happen on multiple shows that I've been on with Xbox-centric channels. Said this. I was like, guys, yeah, that Avengers game is going to be dope. I can't wait for Sony to have, Spider-Man come out there. I'm pretty sure they're going to do that. They're going to have like the custom advanced suit and all that. And lo and behold, not that long later, we're here, and they literally are showing this up. Now dudes are acting like they're shocked to this, and they're saying it's anti-consumer, or anybody who is defending this or who doesn't care about this is toxic. Let me tell you something. If you are against this type of stuff, if you are against Sony having, the rights to this and having an exclusive to their platform, I'm going to need you to call out your own side as well, sir. Okay? I'm going to need all of you to call out your own side. Because last time I checked, I don't see any of you batting an eyelash or calling anti-consumerism when Phil Spencer announces, Tomb Raider's coming exclusive to the Xbox for a year. I don't see a single one of you saying, Microsoft buying Call of Duty DLC rights first for Xbox is anti-consumer against PlayStation news. You know what I see? I see dudes bragging. I see dudes talking about it saying, well, it makes sense. Microsoft is the number one brand right now. Microsoft is a good third-party developer. They're an American-based company. You know what I'm saying? I don't see none of you calling out this type of stuff in the industry. It only seems to be worthwhile in terms of calling out when it involves PlayStation and you not getting something that Sony clearly fucking helped build. It's really getting annoying at this point. Seriously. Instead of crying about what others have, why don't you demand better and so you can have your own? I keep saying this. I stand by this. Dude's calling me crazy for saying this, but honestly, it needs to be said. You can have your own. Why are you crying about what Sony has and what PlayStation gamers are playing? You can have your own separate thing. You really can. Microsoft could have taken a chance of a lifetime and given you a Captain America game. Could you guys imagine a Captain America game with Microsoft's funding? And let's say they recruited Rocksteady. And Rocksteady did the combat and everything in the story. And they had the full backing of Microsoft. They could give you a dope story. But of course, you guys don't think big like that. Nah, you think small. You think console war. You don't think ambitious. Why not embrace female characters like Scarlet Witch or Black Widow? Especially with the Black Widow movie about to come out. These are golden opportunities that Microsoft has missed out on. Why? Because Microsoft simply doesn't have the motivation to do so. And let me tell you why. You know where the motivation is? It's not Sony. It's you. You don't want to call Microsoft out. You don't want to demand for stuff to be better. You don't want to demand for better things in terms of the first party. You just want to sit here and act like everybody is against Xbox, but you're so quick to talk trash about anything on PlayStation when something is announced first. Let's stop this whole, everybody's picking on Xbox when Microsoft's been the loudest one in the group. There's no saying. The loudest one in the group is the weakest one in the group. That clearly has shown at the end of the day. Take that to heart. Seriously, take that to heart. It's the one thing to talk, but you have to walk the walk in the long run. As you clearly can see, Microsoft is clearly not walking the walk. They talk the talk, but they're not walking the walk. It's going to take 2 to 3 years for you to get something on Xbox Series X that screams next gen. Halo Infinite? All I see is dudes damage controlling Halo Infinite in videos. And they're damage controlling it in crazy limbs, saying it's ambitious. Really now? Okay, that's ambitious? That's worthwhile talking about? Interesting. So that's ambitious. A dead open world, a game that's unpolished, a game that doesn't have its basic features is ambitious, but you guys were quick to try to spoil The Last of Us Part 2. Even though I didn't agree with certain choices with that game, let's keep it real. Last of Us Part 2 is a marvel of this generation. I gotta keep it 100. That's one of the marvels of PlayStation. Spider-Man PlayStation 4. Dude said Spider-Man PS4 looked like it was going to be trash. Now all of a sudden they're big Spider-Man fans. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop. You look stupid. There's a reason why nobody is literally sitting here with no empathy. Nobody's showing empathy for Xbox right now because of this. Because everybody's looking dumb. They're showing their true colors. They're crying about this. Last time I checked, dudes was legit upset. And this is where it's funny too. Dudes were legit upset about this, but yet, shout out to Jack Mujani. He put out the Ultimate Alliance game, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance. Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3 for the Xbox 360 had 8 exclusive characters for the Xbox 360. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 characters. And no one bat an eyelash at this. It's funny, I called this out on the stream we did yesterday. One dude tried to cap for it and looked silly. I'm like, bro, really? So you called this out back in the day? No, you didn't. All you dudes acting like you called this stuff out. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. None of you cared. All I see is agenda pushing for the sake of attention. Yeah, sure. Is it wrong that you guys can't play it? Oh yeah, I can say that. I can say it's wrong that you guys can't play it because I'm a gamer and I want best for gamers for sure. But I can ask you guys the same question. Is it wrong that Microsoft gets to have Tomb Raider for a year before PlayStation dudes? Is it wrong that Microsoft started the trend with exclusive DLC first before PlayStation gamers? Is it fair that Microsoft literally started the whole cutthroat mentality when it came to third-party deals over the competition? No, it's not fair. But guess what? It's something called business. Business 101. It's all about that money, people. And that right there is not going to change. It doesn't matter how you perceive it. It doesn't matter how hard it's hard for you to understand. It's not going to change. The business model will always be what it is. And you people need to understand that. I don't know why people are acting like we're going to sugarcoat this. Nobody's going to sugarcoat this. This is business 101. Sony has to sell their version. Microsoft had to sell their version. It would have been awesome if Microsoft had their own character in the MCU, which an idea that we've been lobbying for how long now? But Microsoft hasn't done it. Microsoft missed a golden opportunity to give you Black Panther on the Xbox Series X or Xbox One X. Remember, Sony was advertising Spider-Man. Sony was doing all this for Spider-Man before we even got Spider-Man PS4. And what did Microsoft do? They did a custom Black Panther Xbox for the movie, for the Blu-ray disc. just because the Blu-ray was coming out exclusive for Xbox. Something like that. I need y'all to understand this, man. Y'all did this. Y'all championed this. Y'all thumbed this up. Y'all thought this was a funny troll, and we all looked at you stupid. It was kind of like the movie Black Knight with Martin Lawrence. He was like, with these hands, I make fire. And we're all sitting here like, we have fire. I'm just saying, what are you doing? Stop it. Look silly at this point. Anyway. If you're gonna boycott Spider-Man, hey, have fun with that. We're all gonna be sitting there laughing at you because you look silly and you look real dumb at this point. Everybody legit crying. It's cringeworthy. But if you're gonna boycott the game, have fun boycotting it. But make sure you boycott Tomb Raider. Make sure you boycott every single yearly exclusive, yearly timed exclusive that you'll get for Xbox Series X. Make sure you boycott the Medium. That's going to be exclusive for the Xbox for 1 year. Make sure you boycott this type of stuff. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I spoke too soon. My bad. It's your boy Ryan. I'm signing out. Later.
Oh, no.